Artists, we come from a long and complicated lineage. Mary Oliver says that we need beauty because it makes us yearn to be worthy of it. Throughout our history, we have seen many leaders, many public officials, and many promises that something was for the greater good. That as artists, we knew not only were not for the greater good, but were actually, in fact, the harbingers of some of the worst atrocities that our species have ever seen. As artists, we've written poetry, plays, made paintings, and work throughout our human experience that made a declaration that as people, as humans, we demanded and needed to demand more from ourselves. Whether it was a response to McCarthyism, the Stalinist purges, what Hitler called degenerates, to censorship that was being defended and argued for in the halls of our government in the 90s. It is our job. It's always been our job to demand from our leaders, from even ourselves, to do something better than simply what is safe. We know that the last century was full of moments and historical decrees and edicts and demands made by leaders that saw the most horrific atrocities, not just committed against people because of their immutable characteristics, but also because they were artists. We have seen time and time again that people in power see and know that art is dangerous. So we always stood and defended and demanded something more, something truly better than that. We were the ones who would create work that inspired and motivated people to at least think about behaving and being better than they were being. Right now, we're not doing that. Right now, artists are not allowed to go to the museums or to go to the theater or concerts or even restaurants in New York City. And it is artists who are supporting and defending policies that do precisely what we as artists have been, from the days of Greek theater and Shakespeare to artists. We're not doing our job. What happens when a society decides to deem a segment of their population unable or unwelcome or problematic or diseased or unsafe? It is our job as artists to stand against totalitarian creep, even when it seems irrational or useless. or unscientific or against the greater good. The greater good, safety, science, these are things that were used many times throughout our history to justify creating a society in which one day, even if it's not you right now, but it will be you next, who won't be able to go to a museum or to the theater or to a concert. It'll be you that won't be able to take their child to their first show because you've been asked or told that in order for you to participate in society, you have to do something to your body that you don't want to do. And there's no discussion. You're even told that it's a choice. It's your choice to either accept the vaccine into your life or